Hey guys, welcome back to Jeep Therapy. Alright? Where we keep it 95% real and 5% spice. So I'm gonna tell you something. I've been dreading making this video. I don't know why. I really don't. But I do want to fill in something, alright? I said something about my daddy that I want to correct. Alright, I said my daddy was a drunk. I want to say my daddy was an alcoholic. Okay? And, I want to show you. Okay? I got pictures. Alright. This is me and my daddy. See it? Yeah, my fingernails dirty. Yeah. I think I was 2 and now. Me and him again. Don't make fun. I was a little chunky little thing. And here's him and my daddy and my mama and me. And my dad smoking his cigarette. He always smoked. Both him and my mom. They were both older parents. But my daddy, just a little past history on him. He, from what I was told, alright, he fought in World War II, okay, and, he was, I think they call it a paratrooper, okay. My daddy got caught, okay, and he got thrown in some kind of prison or something over there in Germany. I think it was Germany. And, I think he was there like I don't know how long. I'm not gonna speculate. But my dad wasn't always proud to be American. Okay. He felt like, my mama said he felt like they left him there, which they did. But my dad, his fingernails, I remember this. I do remember this. His fingernails were bubbled, like almost like an ingrown deal. But my mama said that they shoved the bamboo up his fingernails as a form of torture. And there's something else too. I like when the tongue's pierced, okay? And I've been wanting my tongue pierced. I mean, I've always, but I don't do it for one reason. My dad, I do remember this of him. In his, in the middle of his tongue was a circle. I mean, it was like a missing piece like that. It, size of a quarter. Alright? And my mama said they put bamboo, they cut that out and they put it bamboo through where it was like through here, and they dripped water down to try to drive him crazy. For information, and my daddy probably wouldn't have gave him it. He wasn't no rat. Alright? And then I remember seeing, like, he had stretch marks all over his body. And my mama said it was from them. They took and stretched him in between machines. But my daddy was very ashamed of those things. And he felt like he stayed over there for some time. But my daddy was a charmer, okay? He had that southern charm. I'm just telling you right now. My mama said, to keep my mama, he had to have that southern charm. But, I got off track. That's why that killed me, just thinking about that. But my daddy took and, he made friends. Sorry, my leg itching. But he took and he made friends with the lady who brought them food in and out of the prison or whatever he was staying at. Had him prisoner at. And after time, I'm pretty sure he probably offered to marry her or something. I don't know. But she let him go. Yeah, she let him out. I mean, that, I don't know. My mama said he was real pissed about his cowboy boots coming up missing or something. I don't know. But my daddy he was a character, they say. And I just remember him being all love. I mean, I remember bad parts, but I just remember him loving me a lot. But anyway, let's get back to the story about my dream. Okay, so I had this dream that night. Woke up that morning and told my parents. And I never understood this. I thought we had agreed that he was gonna stay home. And all I remember is going to sleep that morning, taking a nap, and he left. I was pretty ticked off at my mama when I woke, and I remember my mama she had to go to work at her cafe, and my aunt and uncle lived directly across the street. And so she would drop me off there for daycare sometimes. And that day I was pretty upset with her. So if I was upset with you, I made your life hell. I'm just saying. I had to get into. I had a nanny, big old black woman. She raised me a lot, but after my daddy died. But yeah, we'll talk about her. Woo. My nanny, that's what I called her, and she, let's get back on track. So, so, I went to stay with my aunt and my uncle that day. My cousins were over there. They were quite a bit older than me. And I think my tauntaun was like 16 or 15 or 16 at that time, or something like that. And I was real close to her and her sister, which I call Sissy, but she took and we were sitting there, and I think we were watching TV or something, and I swear to you, I can go to a nursing home or a hospital, it's my dryer, and I can take, and I feel this. If someone's gonna pass, there's an odor I smell. I swear to you, there's an odor I smell, and there's just a feeling that comes over my whole body. And I know, I can't say I know who it is all the time, but it's just, it always has happened. And pets too, I know when the end's coming. Ugh. Just anyway. So, we were sitting there watching TV, and I remember looking up at my cousin, and I had that feeling. And my aunt was watching TV, and I remember telling her, my daddy just died. And I remember everyone just being stunned. And then I remember the worst whooping of my freaking life. Oof. Around that time, I think it was maybe an hour and a half later, I don't know. A state trooper came to my mother's cafe and told her that my dad had been killed. My mom, from that point, was scared to death of me. Told you she was superstitious. And she didn't understand. And I'm 4 years old. Keep that in mind. I'm 4 years old in a Southern Baptist family. All right. With that, I mean, if you Southern Baptist, you know what I'm talking about. And they thought I was possessed by the devil. I mean, I remember going to preachers, to pastor. I mean, it just... And then I remember the counseling. Oh my God. And then I remember my family trying to get me admitted because of different stuff. And I remember not being able to express that, how I felt. Because in my family, and when I say my family, crying is a sign of weakness. You get your butt, they'll give you something to cry about. I mean, we didn't even cry. We got whoopings. I ain't lying, man. But a lot of counseling I got shoved into because it was easier to guess to do it than that, and I learned to just keep my mouth shut. If I knew something was gonna happen, I just let it happen. But me and my mother was very, like, she said that I never cried one tear at my daddy's funeral. And I probably just thought y'all were all idiots. I told you he was coming. But I don't know. I never have really had that much emotion about my dad. I really don't think about him that much. But until I get on Facebook and somebody who known him and says, oh my God, you look like him. And, you know, I'm honored if I do. I mean, I really am. Because, I mean, the people that knew him, he touched their lives. He was always a pleasure to be around. I always hear that. But I had a pretty amazing mother. And let's fast forward a little bit. Yeah, let's get to a little better time. After my father's death, my mother was like, she literally was a hoarder. Okay? And I hate that word, but my mother was a hoarder. And she kept everything. She had rental property. She had a lot of things. But she was redneck royalty is what I call it. But she didn't like pay property taxes either, though. I'm just saying. But when my daddy died, she took and parked his van in front of our house. So I had to see that every day when I went home. And I'm surprised I ain't a psychopath or a sociopath. I don't know. But probably am. Just don't know it. But she did that, and then the counselors were all like, hey, maybe you need to move Jack to somewhere else. And she's freaking out about coming home and looking at the van that her dad got killed in. So she moves us into her trailer park that she had. Yes, my family owns trailer parks. Moved us in there in a brand new trailer, okay, thinking it was going to be so much better. It was probably 2,000 feet away from the cemetery that my dad was buried in. And let me tell you the horror stories of living by a cemetery. That's above and beyond. Okay? So, and that's going to bring me to my next point. Let's fast forward to 7 years old. Okay? I'm going to give y'all some little time because, you know, I haven't made a video in a little bit. When I was 7 years old, me and my cousins decided it'd be a good idea to go to the cemetery and put some flowers on my daddy's grave. We played in the cemetery. Anyway, I had one of the dumbest ass cousins in the world. His name is Michael Ross. And I'm telling you right now, he's adopted. And he was very abused. But he was abused by my family too, so you probably could have left him with the first family, he'd been better. Probably ain't in prison, but anyway. Anyway. But we decided to go to the cemetery to put flowers on my daddy's grave. Well, we were playing around, everything. You know, that was back then, we had the jam boxes, and, you know, it was, what, the 80s? So, I was a little chubby thing, okay? So I bent down, put my foot up to tie my shoe on the tombstone ledge. You keep in mind, this tombstone is probably about 4 feet, okay? But it's on a pedestal, and that thing is about 800 to 900 pounds of marble. Okay? And I had put my foot up there to tie my shoe. About that time, my cousin comes and pushes me. And when he does, I grab a hold of the tombstone. And the whole thing comes totally down on me. It missed my pelvis by 2 inches. And if it would have hit my pelvis, it would have killed me. But it pushed me down into the damn grave. Okay? Down into the grave. Oh, that messed me up too. But it shattered my femur. I have a rod in here. That's what I have. And I was with my cousins. And like I told you, the one that's crazy, Michael. They didn't know what to do. They freaked the hell out. I lost conscious. But I remember coming to. Thank God. I'm the smart one in my family. I swear to God. But I came to. When I came to, them asses were trying to get the tombstone off of me. And they finally got the tombstone off. I didn't want to get out of the damn grave. I remember that. And my cousin was like, let's put her on the bicycle. And I remember being pretty calm and being like, y'all better go get my mama. And now you keep in mind, me and my mama weren't that close because of different things, you know. So she took and she came up there to the cemetery, her and my cousin. And my mama literally had a heart attack. And she seen it. Literally had a heart attack. And my cousin's trying to take care of my mom, and they've called an ambulance by then, because back then you had to call an ambulance. And ambulance is on its way. My cousin decides to try to put me in the car. And she had like one of those hatchbacks. Put me in the car. In the back seat. And when they did, my bone just popped up. It didn't break the skin, but it just, what I had left. Yo, I don't know if people have ever been in pain. I'm pretty sure childbirth is a bitch. But I'm telling you right now, have your femur crushed. It did a lot of mental damage to me, that much pain. But I do remember, and when the ambulance got there, it would have been probably a life or life thing, because I remember them being so afraid of it taking in little charge going in my main artery. It didn't even do nothing. God bless me that day. And he did. I didn't realize it at that point, but I think I was in ICU for quite some time. I was 7 years old. I remember it seemed like, I think it was a year before I got out of the hospital. They put me in traction. I tried to commit suicide. Oh my God, I tried to commit suicide. I don't know how many times. I wanted to die. I was constantly in pain. I got addicted at 7 freaking years old to morphine. And then they had to take me off the morphine. I was in traction. I don't know if I mentioned that, traction. They took, and one day I didn't shave my leg, so I'm not showing you. But they took a bar and put through my leg, my kneecap that I had left. And that was the hardest time of my freaking life. But it was the time that me and my mother got so close. It's what we needed. God, I mean, my mama was it. God gives you blessings, but damn. But she sold a restaurant. They told, you gotta think, it's the 80s. So they thought I was never gonna walk. I mean, I don't know why they thought I was never gonna walk. I'm being honest with you. But they really did. And, I mean, back then my mama sold a restaurant and stuff. So I'm pretty sure we didn't have insurance. But she took care of me. And I was like in a body cast, I think, for a year. Yeah. And then I think it was like a year, maybe 2 years, I didn't walk. I got held back a grade, so I didn't have no friends. We'll go all into that. But it took me, I think, about 2 years to learn how to walk again. But I did it. No therapy, no doctor, no, nothing. Did it my damn self. I knew I was gonna walk again. And look at me. I ain't running, but I'm walking. So, plus, I've had so many injuries riding horses. Oh my God. I mean, I am a cowgirl. You understand? But anyway, I keep telling y'all that. Well, my next video, I don't know. I don't know what it'll be about. But we'll pick up then. Thank y'all. I hope you were there to the end. Alright? Remember, I love you no matter what.